everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to swatch out the whole set of the CanranDaches Museum Aquarelle pencils. Now I've not swatched any of these out, I've literally just opened the box just to check that none were damaged. The way that I'm going to do this is I will just fast forward through it, because if it was me I'd probably get bored with an hour and a half or however long it's going to take me, probably about an hour, to swatch them all out, write the names, swatch the colours out. I did go ahead and purchase this gorgeous pink pencil case, so this one matches my Luminance pencil case quite nicely. I will leave both these pencils and this pencil case down below. I think this was on offer when I bought it for about $16.99, and these pencils are currently $192.99. Now I did pay for this with birthday money, so thank you very much to all my family that kindly give me money towards these. And like I said, this is a complete first impressions. The way that I'm going to swatch them is I've just got a normal paper little notebook that I've made into my swatch book, and this paper is took like the Inktense and the Albert Dürer quite well, so I thought I'm just going to do the same. I was initially going to do it on watercolour paper and keep the swatches with the pencil case, but I've changed my mind and this is the way that I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep it all in my swatch book and make it easier on myself. I probably should have. I will do actually. Let me take a Luminance out. I just want to see how thick the barrel is to a Luminance. And I know the colours are meant to be very similar, so actually is it that one that I want? Are they even the same names? I don't think they're the same names. Oh actually yeah, they are. So they match completely. So we've got the same names, the same numbers, which is superb. I'm just checking the thickness. They do look the same thickness, they are a different shape, and it is a black barrel. I'd be interested to see, maybe it'll be in the information, is it the same sort of wood that it's made out of? I'm not quite sure, because like I said, I've literally just got these, just opened them up just to check, not swatched them, not tested them. I will say this now, if I've finished swatching them and I think that they're not worth the money, they will be going back, so just a heads up. I will keep them for a little bit just to make my mind up, but it's a lot of money to spend on one set of pencils, so I have to definitely make sure that I'm happy with them. So this is the 76 set. I think it does come with, if I'm not mistaken, 2 pencils. Is it HB? It says on the back of the box. It comes with a HB and a 3B, so you can actually do your sketches and then use your watercolour pencils. Yeah, so you've got these two here that are the pencils, which look like really good quality, and if I sketched I'd be using them, so maybe if I do, my son will want to use them for his sketches for school. But yeah, I love the smell of new pencils. So let's get to swatching. We might be here a while. So that probably took me about an hour and 10 minutes writing them all out, and my swatch sheet has left a lot to be desired. I've completely messed up this side, but you know what, it's me that's using it, it's nobody else. It doesn't have to look too pretty. Some of the other swatches in this book are atrocious, but it's just for my eyes only. One thing looking at these swatches, just move this over a little bit, and I flip over to the page where I've got the Neocolor 2s, which are all here and here. They are super duper similar. I mean, I haven't checked the names of Neocolor 2s. I think they are different. There's a couple like apricot, I can see. The flesh, orange, vermilion. So scarlet on there, scarlet is on there. There is a couple that are similar, but they're not all the same, I don't think. Like there's no light flesh 10%. Sepia 50%, dark flesh 50%. There's none of that in the Neocolor 2s. So there are all your swatches here. That is from some alcohol markers, the colour your alcohol markers. And then you've got all these here. I can totally understand why these are really good for #1 portraits. With this selection of colours here, it's superb. I mean, I've tried a couple of times using colour pencil and normal watercolour to do portraits. I still need to master it. But even for the earth tones, for your natural pictures, like coming up to here, you've got a really, really nice choice. White watercolour pencils I don't tend to use. I mean, it doesn't show up. The primrose, I can just about see it with the naked eye. The camera's not picking it up very well. This paper is not the best to test it on. It's just a cheap little notebook that I got from the supermarket, but you know, it's done the job for my swatching needs. So what I'm going to do is I've got some watercolour paper. I think this is cold pressed, but I could be wrong. And I'm just going to pick some colours and we'll swatch them out on here. So let's have a look at the chart again. Let's just get, I want quite a vibrant one, vermilion. And the way that I've ordered them is the way that they already came packaged. So I've got the name up right, and this is the way that these will be housed. The pencils I've not tested, you know, they're just sketching pencils. I'll get my son to test them out, he knows a little bit more about that sort of thing than me. So I'm going to get vermilion and just do a little swatch it. I'm hoping that I'm using it on the right side. Yeah, I am. I just pulled it out from my bookshelf. So sharpening wise, I've not tested them, but I don't imagine that you'll have a problem. You know, it's CanranDache, the quality is there. I don't expect there to be a problem sharpening wise. So let's just load up the water brush. And let's activate this. See, that really does remind me of how the Neocolor 2s work. I mean, I probably could have done a better swatch chart on the watercolour paper, but I didn't want my swatch book to be really, really thick, because that's what would happen. So blending two colours together, let's go with a really bright blue. So we've got light blue here. And then we'll blend that into a aqua shade. Which one was the aqua one that I fancied? Actually no, we'll go a little bit deeper, the cobalt green. Blend it into that one. And then finish it off with the emerald green. Now I want to see with these as well, I'm going to let that completely dry. I just want to see if it will reactivate. They do remind me very much like the Intense, but with the Intense, once you've activated and that's dry, there's no moving it around. So I am quite curious to see. So how am I going to do this? We'll do it this way around. And we'll just drag the colour down. The blend is beautiful. That's just seamless. So I'm going to clean the brush and just go in again. There's no really need to go in again, but I just want to, just for testing's sake. That's beautiful. What about if we try and blend some different colours together? So lemon yellow let's go with something total opposite. Let's go with this periwinkle blush. Now these two really shouldn't blend together all that well. But let's just see, so I've overlapped there with the periwinkle, so I'm going to go back over the top just a little bit over the purple, just to make it fair. I have got a few watercolour books, so I'm definitely going to be testing these in all sorts of different books, and I'll be making my mind up whether I think they're worth the price tag. So that is mixing well there, but that purple has turned more of a muddy shade. So I'm going to clean the brush again and try and bring it up and see what happens. And it does blend out, look at that. Let's see how far we can make it go off the page. Yep. You know, so they are the super duper pigmented. That didn't mix too well, but that's what I thought. Them contrasting colours, they probably wouldn't. So this is more or less dry now. It's dry to the touch anyway. I'm going to load the brush back up. Let's just see. By the looks of it, you can't move it around, which is a bit of a disappointment. The whole reason of these is being watercolour, is you can reactivate them again. So I'm a bit confused there why that's reacting like that. Let's try it with the green. Maybe I didn't add enough pigment. You can see I'm moving the green around there, but it's not blending out that harsh line. So what I'm going to keep doing, I'm going to test them on quite a few different papers. I'll test them on PDF paper. Always the way you get to the end of the video and the battery's cut out. So what I was saying was I will test it on all different sorts of paper, from watercolour to hardback books to Amazon printed to my PDF paper that I print things out on, and I will test them out as vigorously as I can. I'm a bit confused about this, if I'm totally honest, because if that's what happens with the Inktense. So what makes these so much different? I mean, don't get me wrong, they're super duper vibrant and they seem quite easy to blend out. That's one reason that I do like the Faber-Castell Albert Durer. I find them so easy to blend out, whereas the Inktense, I get brush marks and weird marks on the page sometimes when I'm not super duper careful, and sometimes I don't want to be sitting there being really careful. I just want to put colour to paper. So leave it with me. I'm going to do some testing, and it will I'll update everyone on the channel. But that is the CanranDache, I want to say it right, the Aquarelle Museum, the full set. And like I said, this is how I will keep them stored. I did get a larger pencil case because, you know, it's me. Thank you very much for watching. You do take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.